Welcome. I'm so happy to share this practice with you. We are going to dive into the space of our pelvis, our pelvic floor today. And the invitation is to lay down on your back with the knees bent and the feet on the floor. And laying here, feeling the earth underneath you. Breathing in the back of your body, in the space behind your body. And can you allow the pelvis to drop down, sink down even more to the earth? Dann kannst du dem Becken erlauben, noch mehr dich zur Erde hinzulegen. Bringing the breath into your pelvis. And filling your pelvis from inside with awareness, with breath, with subtle movement through the breath. Becoming quiet in your pelvis. And then you can gently lift up your pelvis and bring your hands under your pelvis on top of each other, under the sacrum here. So heb dein Becken und dann bringst du die Hände übereinander unter dein Kreuzbein. And this is difficult for you, for your shoulders or anything. You can get a blanket here or cushion. Wenn das schwierig ist für deine Schultern, nimm dir eine Decke oder ein Kissen. And then really allowing the sacrum to sink into your hands, which are on top of each other. And allowing the wings of the pelvis to drop down. Erlaube den Flügeln des Beckens nach unten zu sinken und schwer zu werden. So bringing all your awareness now in this area of your pelvis, your pelvic floor. If it's supporting you, you can visualize a red light in and around your pelvis, the color of your root chakra. And letting down, going down to earth even more and more and more. Und wo im Becken kannst du noch mehr loslassen, dass das Kreuzbein sich tief in deine Hände legt. And maybe you want to open your legs, like let the knees fall to the outside or stretch out your legs. just if it feels safe for you to do so. Vielleicht willst du die Knie nach außen fallen lassen oder ausstrecken, nur wenn es sich für dich sicher anfühlt. And the sacrum is dropping down, dropping down, dropping down even more. And then dropping down more. Und lass noch mehr los. Lass die Seiten des Beckens in die Erde fallen. Let the sides, the wings of the pelvis drop down into earth. And really gently, like if the knees are wide apart, you can bring them together. Really gently, wherever you are, and slowly remove your hands under your pelvis. And let the pelvis sink down towards the ground. And rest in Shavasana, Ruhe in Shavasana. Nimm deine Schamlippen wahr, die äußeren, die inneren, den Gebärmutterkanal. So feel into your genitals, the outer part of your genitals and the inner part. And we will bend the knees again, and there are many different ways to do so, and one is like pushing the heels away from you, bringing the toes to your head and really dropping down the right heel into the floor, and while deeply connected to the earth, pulling your right heel towards your right bottom. And placing the right foot to the ground. And the left heel is sinking down into the earth, and you're pulling the left heel into the ground and towards your left bottom. Sodass du die Fersen tief mit der Erde verwurzelst und die Füße zu dir ranziehst jetzt. Feeling into the contact with your feet and the ground. And start moving your pelvis. Und beweg dein Becken zu bewegen. And it's a kind of tapping the pelvis, the sacrum, into the earth. And find your own rhythm with that. Like it may be that you want to do like really gentle, often like little taps. So, wir gehen jetzt in so ein Becken-Bouncing. Dafür kannst du das Becken in die Erde hineinklopfen. Or you might want to do like heavy, strong bounces here and there. And the invitation is to open your mouth and to start moving your fingers and your lower arms while you keep tapping your pelvis on the floor, whatever rhythm it is. And there is like a rhythm which is like naturally your rhythm, and it might need some time to get into the rhythm. Und es gibt einen Rhythmus hier, das ist ein ganz eigener Rhythmus, und Vielleicht dauert das ein bisschen, den zu finden. And the rhythm can change. It can be like really, really fast. And it can be really slow. And the arms might want to move behind your head. And you're still tapping. And the mouth is open. If they want sounds to arise, let them come. And like the reason to do or one reason is like to activate the pelvis, but also because there's so much stuff stored in our pelvis. As babies, we just move so freely in our pelvis, and we kind of lost this kind of feeling of freedom in the pelvis. So we kind of getting it back a bit for us. Babys bewegen sich ganz, ganz frei im Becken und wir verlernen das. Da sind so viele Emotionen auch angestaunt und wir können die wie so ein bisschen frei klopfen, hier so ganz leicht, ganz sanft. Maybe you want to tap on the left side of your sacrum or to the right side of your sacrum. So vielleicht willst du zur linken Seite vom Kreuzbein klopfen, zur rechten Seite. Maybe it's really gently and inwardly, the fingers moving, the lower arms moving. Maybe it's really strong. Just your own pace, your own voice, your own rhythm. And just keep doing it. You don't have to know where it's leading you. Und einfach damit weitermachen. Lass dich von dir überraschen. Allow yourself to get surprised. And get curious. Letting go of concepts and ideas and just allowing life to move through you und erlaube dem Leben durch dich durchzuströmen. Maybe the face wants to start moving, the muscles in the face, like the mouth, the eyes, the lips, the cheeks, making funny faces. Wow. And then getting a bit more soft with this again. Langsam die Bewegung ausklingen lassen. Just really slowly, gently. And as always, like when you're completely in something and you feel it's doing so good for you, just keep going. Keep doing it. Allowing your hands to rest on the lower belly, on your pubic area. Erlaube deinen Händen auf den Unterbauch oder dein Venushügel zu fallen. The feet are on the ground. If you want, you can open your knees very, very slowly. One knee to the left, the other knee to the right. Maybe that's too much for you. It might be that you experience some trembling while opening the legs. That's fine. That's just energy released here. And if you opened your legs just really slowly, like more slowly than before, close them again. Und wenn die Knie geöffnet waren, dann schließ sie jetzt ganz langsam wieder. Wenn du anfängst zu zittern, dann ist das Energie, die freigesetzt wird, und es darf so sein. resting in Shavasana, maybe with your hands still on the lower belly, on your overalls, on your womb. In Shavasana ruhen, vielleicht mit den Händen noch auf deinem Unterbauch. Feeling the breath inside, feeling sensations and opening up for whatever is coming to you, if it's pictures, stories, emotions, sensations. What about allowing it all just to be as it is? And then if you feel already like moving again, otherwise stay here a bit longer. We can bend our knees again and do this through pressing the outer side of your right foot in the ground and pulling the foot towards your perineum, so the right knee is going outwards, and then lifting up the right leg towards the sky. And pressing the outer side of the left foot into the ground, and very slowly, but through pressing the left foot in the ground, the left side of the foot, bringing the left heel towards your perineum, the left knee is going out, and lifting up your left knee towards the sky. And then bending your left knee towards your chest and your right knee towards your chest, and hug your knees. Erlaube dir, in die Erde zu sinken. Allow yourself to just rest into the earth. Feeling the space in your pelvis. Nimm den Raum in deinem Becken wahr. So the belly has no space here to go so much out. It goes right down into the pelvis floor and expands with the inhalation. All the organs are sinking down as if the pelvic floor is receiving your organs like a hammock. And with the exhalation, the organs are sinking in again. Nimm die Bewegung deines Beckenbodens wahr mit deinem Atem. Fühl in deinem Beckenraum, feeling into the space of your pelvis. Feeling how it's expanding on the inhalation, and maybe a sense of contracting on the exhalation, like sinking together. But maybe on the exhalation there's a sense of widening, opening, expanding. your hands on your knees. Bring deine Hände auf deine Knie und fang an, deine Beine mit deinen Händen zu bewegen. Und die Hüften zu bewegen. Und lass die Bewegung vollkommen aus deinen Händen kommen. So start moving your legs and your hips through your hands and allow the movement to really come from your arms and your hands. So the hips and the pelvis and the pelvic floor can relax so much. And then dropping down your arms to the side and move your legs from the space behind the place where the psoas starts, the 12th thoracic spine, like somewhere behind the navel, we can say, somewhere behind the Manipura chakra. And from there start moving your legs, just however that works for you. Beginn deine Beine jetzt zu bewegen und die Hüfte von dem Raum hinter deinem 12. Brustwirbel, dem Raum hinter deinem Sonnengeflecht, hinterm Bauchnabel. So you're moving your legs and your hips from the space behind your belly button. And allowing the feet now to rest again on the ground. Und erlaube den Füßen wieder am Boden zu ruhen. And as we have the feet on the ground, slide and glide your feet on the ground. Und jetzt, wo wir die Füße am Boden haben, lass sie sich vor und zurück bewegen, ohne sich vom Platz zu bewegen. So the feet stay where they are. They're moving forward and backward, and maybe you feel how this is moving your pelvis. Und vielleicht nimmst du wahr, wie die Bewegung der Füße dein Becken bewegt. And rest and sense into the space beyond the skin. Und Ruhe und fühl in den Raum unter der Haut hinein. Feeling the space around your third eye, behind your eyes. Feeling the space in your mouth, and the space in your shoulders, your arms and your hands. Feeling the space of your chest, and the space of your belly. Nimm deine Innenräume wahr, im Kopf, im Brustraum, im Bauchraum, im Beckenraum. Sensing into the space of your pelvis. space in your knees, the space in your feet. And start moving your pelvis towards the feet and towards the head. Und bewege dein Becken jetzt zu den Füßen und zum Kopf. And just feel how the rest of the body is moving with it. Und dann war, wie der Rest vom Körper sich mitbewegt. The pelvis is rocking down to the feet and up to the head. Das Becken bewegt sich jetzt zu den Füßen und zum Kopf. Just feel how the whole body is moving together with the pelvis. And maybe you get a sense of you can also move your body from your elbows, pushing your elbows a bit into the ground and slide them forward and backward. Und vielleicht kannst du auch spüren, dass du deinen Körper hier mit deinen Ellbogen bewegen kannst, um diese ein bisschen tiefer der Erde zu übergeben und von vorne nach hinten entlang zu gleiten auf dem Boden. Or maybe you feel you can move your body from the thoracic spine. Und vielleicht nimmst du auch wahr, dass du den Körper von der Brustwirbelsäule aus bewegen kannst. Moving it down to the feet and up towards the head. Or you feel that you can move your body from your head or from your nose, moving your nose down to your feet and a bit up and back. Vielleicht merkst du auch, wie du den Körper von deiner Nase aus bewegen kannst. Sie ein bisschen Richtung Füße bringen und ein bisschen nach hinten. And resting again. You drop the chest bone down towards the ground between your shoulder blades. And the feet are on the ground, the knees pointing upward. You can imagine the spine beginning in your feet. This little arch, it's like a little hill of the spine. And bringing the awareness from your feet through your shin bones and calves, reaching up into your knees. And following with your awareness the spine through your upper legs into your pelvis. Feeling how the sacrum is kind of resting into the earth like a little valley here. And follow your spine with your awareness through your lower back. Nimm die Wirbelsäule im unteren Rücken wahr, diesen kleinen Hügel hier. Feeling the little hill here. And then the spine resting again, the thoracic spine in the earth like a little valley. Und die Brustwirbelsäule ruht im Boden. And then bringing the awareness into the spine and the area of your neck and throat. Feeling this little hill again here. And allowing the spine to rest down in the head. Atme durch deine Füße ein. Inhale through your feet, along the front side of your spine, moving through your belly, your chest, your throat, your head, up to the top of your head. And with the exhalation, allowing the breath to flow along the back side of your spine, with the back of your head, the neck, the back of your thoracic spine, the back of your lumbar spine, of your bottom, over the back of your legs, leaving the body through the heels. Lass den Atem über deine Wirbelsäule fließen. Mit der Einatmung über die vordere Wirbelsäule nach oben. Mit der Ausatmung über die Rückseite nach unten. So I hope you're very warm and comfortable. You can stretch out your legs if you want. Take a blanket. Have always maybe a hot water bottle with you for your movement sessions. And keep breathing along your spine as a suggestion. And with the inhalation, slightly, very tenderly and gentle, move your fingers a little bit. Maybe it's a little extension of the fingers. And with the exhalating, completely let go. Relax your fingers. Vielleicht willst du mit der Einatmung deine Finger ganz mikromäßig bewegen. Und mit der Ausatmung wieder zurückfinden. Entspannen. Staying really tuned inward. In dir mit deiner Aufmerksamkeit. With the inhalation, the breath is entering the soles of your feet, flowing over the front part of your legs, into your pelvis, the front of your lumbar spine, your thoracic spine, floating over your head to the top of the head. And with the exhalation, the breath is flowing down over the back of the head, the back of the thoracic spine, the back of the lumbar spine, the back of the legs, leaving the body through the heels. And maybe with the inhalation, you want to invite and allow micro movement in your fingers, feeling the sensations in the body. And with the exhalation, release and allowing the body to widen, to open, to expand. Staying close, intimate and alive inside. Bleib nah mit dir verbunden, nah am Atem, nah mit deiner Lebendigkeit, mit den Empfindungen in dir. And when you now start moving your body again, can you take the inner space in the outer space? Maybe moving your pelvis first. Just feeling how you're slowly coming back on the ground with the air around, and feel always invited to just stay down here as long as you wish, like no pressure at all to come back to the screen. Maybe you want to give yourself a last long stretch, or just stay here longer, intimate and close with yourself. Thank you so much for your courage, for your curiosity. It's a real pleasure to offer this practice to you. May this practice be beneficial for all of us and for all the people who are living around us, and to all human beings and all animals on this planet.